Have faith, live again. When it starts right now.
Welcome to Have Faith. Let it begin. Here's your host, Angel Santana.
Today's episode is designed to share my frustrations and hurtness that I have as a wrestling fan. For those of you that listen to Have Faith, Let It Begin, we are a show about motivational topics, inspirational stories, personal testimonies set out to change the world. So I'm going to begin today's episode like this. It's called Then, Now, Forever, Together. Where's the together? Then, affordable. Now, I can't even afford to watch. Forever? Is this really the end for those who can't keep up with rising prices? Together. Did you really make this decision with the fans in your heart or just in your pockets? This is Have Faith, Let It Begin. And today I'm speaking as not only a pastor in training, a father, and above all, a wrestling fan who's hurting today. Let me tell you about the wrestling in my veins. Wrestling is in my DNA. Wrestling has been in my life since 1983. As a young boy struggling with my weight, I found heroes. Heroes in the ring, like Hulk Hogan, Tito Santana, Triple H, Randy Orton, wrestlers like Bret the Hitman Hart, Bruno Sammartino, Gorilla Monsoon, entertainers like Bobby the Brain Heenan, Jerry Lawler, and Jesse the Body Ventura. These are men who inspired me to keep on going, even though, through my toughest moments, including recovering from back surgery, on December 25th, 1994, I was actually invited to be a guest ring announcer. You can check that out on Peacock, at least until that's over. It was on Superstars of Wrestling. That moment was a dream come true. At my very first WrestleMania that I attended in New Orleans, I met John Cena. John Cena went out of his way to help me record a video announcing to my family that my wife and I were expecting our first child. Just this past March, Hulk Hogan learned I was in ministry school, and he smiled at me, and he told me while I was trying to purchase a hat with his signature that brothers in Christ don't get charged. He handed me the hat for free. These weren't just encounters. They were reminders that wrestling is more than entertainment. Wrestling is in my DNA. I cherish my memories. I can still see Tito Santana receiving the Intercontinental title, the new Intercontinental title from Mean Gene Okerlund after Greg the Hammer Valentine destroyed it by smashing it against the steel cage after losing it. I remember Hulk Hogan rushing down the aisle to save Bob Backlund from the Wild Samoans. I'll never forget Tony Atlas and Rocky Johnson capturing the tag team titles and being the first ever African-American tag team to do it. Or Mr. T jumping over the barricade to save Cyndi Lauper from Roddy Piper at Madison Square Garden. I remember crying when Bob Backlund was trapped in the camel clutch and watching Arnold Skaaland throw in the towel. And of course, who can ever forget striding to the Eye of the Tiger to defeat Iron Sheik and becoming the world heavyweight champion, Hulk Hogan. Phenomenal. Those weren't just matches to me. They were life moments. Life moments that shaped who I am today. Fast forward to now, wrestling filled with amazing talents like CM Punk, Seth Rollins, role models like Cody Rhodes, Becky Lynch, Bayley, Io Sky, and most recently, the return of AJ Lee. But here's the painful truth. Now, as a 47-year-old father of two, I can no longer afford to be a fan. What used to cost $110 a year on Peacock for everything, pay-per-views, PLEs, NXT, the entire library has been broken into 4 separate platforms. Now, in order to watch Raw, you have to have Netflix. In order to stay with the library and NXT, you have to stay on Peacock. In order to get the USA channel, you have to have cable. So you have to have cable to get SmackDown. And I'm not going to call them PLEs because we're talking about then and the now. So we know them as pay-per-views. ESPN has just picked up a $1.6 billion contract with the World Wrestling Entertainment. And at $29.95 a month, that brings it to nearly $300 a year. What was once affordable has now tripled in price. As a dad, I dreamed of taking my two children, 6-year-old Ariel, 3-year-old Noah, to their first live WWE event. But ticket prices have skyrocketed too, and that dream is slipping away. We, the fans, feel like we've been thrown into the corner, beaten down and pile-driven by corporate greed. Maybe they're called money and ink. Where's the together? WWE's motto has always been then, now, forever, together. But today, many of us are asking, where is the together? Families, the heart of your audience, are being priced out. Without fans in the cheap seats, without kids holding signs in the stands, without loyal communities cheering at home, there is no show. So I have an open letter for you all in the WWE and ESPN. Let me read this open letter to you. To WWE and ESPN. I have been a loyal fan, a loyal wrestling fan since 1983. Wrestling has been a special part of my life, from watching wrestlers like I said, Tito Santana, Hulk Hogan, as a kid, and then meeting John Cena at my first WrestleMania, and even recently meeting Hulk Hogan, who encouraged me in my ministry journey. Wrestling is in my DNA, and I dreamed of passing it on to my two children. To watch, to be entertained, to watch something that made me feel great. But today, that dreams feel as if they're out of reach. Again, what used to cost $110 a year on Peacock now requires 4 separate platforms. Raw, Netflix, USA Network. And for what? So that the network and pay-per-views, PLEs as you like to call them, are on ESPN for $30 each? This has nearly tripled that cost of being a fan and making it impossible for families like mine to keep up. I keep thinking of the opening line of WWE. Then, now, forever, together. But right, now fans are asking, where's the together? Without fans, I keep telling you there's no show. So I respectfully urge you to reconsider, and please don't push families away with rising costs. Wrestling is more than a business, it's a community, family, and inspiration. So here is my plea. TKO, don't drop the elbow on your fans. Don't hit us with the pedigree. Be our tag team partners, not our opponents. Without us, there is no cheers. Without us, there's no chance. Without us, there's no magic. Without us, there is no business. We are asking you to take a loss. We're asking you to meet us halfway. Keep wrestling affordable. Restore the together. In closing, let me give you what my motto would be, based on everything that you're doing to me and my family, and others all over the world. Then, it was fun. Now, it's time to say goodbye. Forever? Well, in wrestling, we never say never, right? But if the prices don't change for families like mine, it really is forever. Together, I guess it's time to find another product or another way to enjoy entertainment with my kids. So if there is not going to be an adjustment, goodbye, WWE, and goodbye to the dream I hope to share with my children. I hope this reaches you and urges you and you seek to do something different. We close out our show today the way I close out every show. May God be with you. May He shine His light upon you and grant each and every single one of you peace on earth. And never forget, have faith, let it begin. Ooh, yeah, as my father would say, macho man. Take care.
Breaking news for the Santana family. This just handed to me. Angel's gonna be a dad.